Hello, water signs. If you're of water element, being either a Scorpio or a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or any other water placements pertaining to your chart, if you have these placements in your chart, I can't speak, pardon me, then this would be your full moon in your fellow water sign, Pisces. Yes, there is a full moon in your fellow water sign, Pisces, today. I just finished giving your fellow water sign, Pisces, the exclusive full moon reading. But I also want to mention that this full moon is also coming along with a partial lunar eclipse. And so right quick, before we get into your reading, first and foremost, excuse the background, because I know for those that do come aboard my channel, and to my fellow loyal subscribers, I want to thank you as well, as I mentioned with Pisces over there, but it's going to be something I'm going to do with all of the element readings at this time. That, to excuse the background, I am still in the same location in the area. I'm just on the other side at a different angle, and there's some changes. I'm decluttering and clearing out, so that's why the background looks the way it do. But the point is that I'm coming to you to deliver the message for this full moon. And so right quick, before we get into your cards, I'm also going to mention too, I kind of want just a little bit more longer than I wanted to with Pisces, but I want to get right to the point because time is limited for me and will be for the next couple of weeks or so. But nonetheless, I wanted to just kind of chime in a little bit to give you water signs what it is that the theme is highlighting with this full moon in Pisces. Basically, it's kind of saying out with the old and in with the new kind of energy of the moment of this full moon. But as well, we also know that Pisces is a water sign like yourself, so it is going to also make us more emotional. So if you find yourself either more emotional or other people around you that might be emotional, well, it's because of this energy of Pisces. But at the same time, it's also going to heighten our intuition. So it's also telling us to respect, to listen, and to lean into our intuition at this time. Not only from today and throughout the rest of the duration of this full moon, which will extend like beyond the 5-day window. It's like 7 days. But overall, the energy is going to last throughout this year and even beyond that, maybe tipping over into 2025. So keep that in mind, all right? And last but not least, I want to say, to highlight that speaking about the intuition, it is asking us to dive deep below the surface of our emotions to let go. What doesn't help or serve you anymore? Because we know full moons by now, it is a releasing, it's a purging energy as well, so that we can embrace and open up to bring in that new energy, right? But also, it's an energy, this energy of the full moon eclipse will trigger to something that will want to fulfill our highest purpose moving forward from now and the rest of this year and even beyond, as I mentioned. All right, so those are just key points to think about in terms of how this full moon in Pisces along with this eclipse is going to influence you, influence us all, but influence you water signs. So now with that being said, we're going to dive into the cards that have come out. The major card that have come out representing your overall energy during this time is that of the Page of Cups. So I love it when the cards come out that represents you guys' energy. Cups is connected to water signs. This one in particular, the Page of Cups, is connected to that of Cancer, but nonetheless, it is still a water sign energy because we're speaking about the cups here. Page of Cups generally brings good news. Pages in tarot are like messengers. They bring positive news generally. And with the Page of Cups here, it could be messages pertaining to love. So for some of you, this could be pertaining to some sort of new, exciting new romance that is taking place during this time. For others of you, though, I pick up strongly as I see the cards, it is bringing in some news pertaining to your finances, a new job, or some sort of creative project, or if you are like an entrepreneur and you are starting out, this might be something that you might be kind of implementing in the process of doing at this time, because what I see is, or what I feel is that when I look at the overall energies and what's in the shadows, in the shadows is the Magician. The Magician is the card of having all the tools, the resources you need. But for some of you, I feel, speaking about the past for a minute, that some of you perhaps didn't have the resources to maybe kickstart some type of entrepreneurial endeavor, or you lost a job. And so for some of you, you have been kind of out of work and been feeling a little bit depressed about that, which of course makes sense, right? But you're coming into a period where now things is about to come into your favor, because now from what I see is you may not be aware that something is coming in for you. As we drop down, what you have here is the major arcana of the Tower. This is an unexpected energy. It's like right out of the blue, paired with the Ace of Pentacles. See, the Tower is an energy of the unexpected. You don't see it. It's going to come out of, like what they say, left field. It's something that you didn't expect. And it's like a big financial breakthrough that is coming around. Now, as to when it might happen, it may not be immediate. It may be another week. It could be next month. It could be November. It could be toward the end of the year. But this is the overall energy, because I did ask Spirit to connect me with the energies of the cards from now to the end of this year. So if you don't see this happening just yet, but giving you a heads up that there's going to be something that will be presented to you, right? And this is coming in from the divine, whoever your belief system is that you look up to kind of give you that. And the phrase that I gathered here, well, that's kind of stepping over into the next energy, by the way. I'll get to that in a minute, and I'll come back to the phrase that came to my mind when I see this. But this is the universe, the divine, that is giving you this, something that you don't see coming, but it is coming. It's something, as I see the Nine of Swords that also came out, it's something that had you worrying. It had brought you some mental anxiety, because swords is the mental suit. So maybe for some of you, you haven't been able to sleeping because, if you're a masculine that is watching this, I know how my men are, my masculine, when you don't have work, and if you've been supporting your family and you don't have the money, the resources that maybe you had before in the past, and you got either let go or you quit your job, whatever the circumstances is, it made you feel unproductive. It made you feel like you couldn't help, right? But I do see a change. I see a shift of this eclipse that is going to kind of trigger some type of news that's going to come your way pertaining to your finances. Okay, it was something else I wanted to say, but I think you get the picture. So that's what the Page of Cups is. It's bringing some sort of good news that you've probably been waiting for, that maybe you kind of gave up hope about, but no, hang in there. It's coming. It's going to be least expected at this time. All right. And with that being said, let's now talk about the other energy, as I picked the card from the Sun's Oracle to see what other energy that needed to be highlighted for you. And you guys got the Sun Oracle of Charity. To me, this is where that thought that came to me is, as above, so below. Okay, so it's almost like having that mindset to know that you can wield as well the Magician energy. You are in control of not putting your eggs in one basket, but kind of looking at other ways too, if it's money, to bring in other sources of income. Now, it can also be that because it's like you've been in a holding pattern where there was a delay, but you needed to say to yourself, okay, I can't wait until this come up, so I'm going to take matters into my own hand, and I am now going to kind of just see what I can do on my own to generate more money, because money seems to be very strong and being highlighted with you water signs. And so as we drop down to clarify that energy of charity, you have the abundant energy of the Empress, along with another major arcana of the Fool. I love these energies because the Empress, she is abundant. She is that energy of being able to manifest, being able to go after what it is that you need to. But it's also an energy of giving birth to new ideas, to new projects, to new endeavors. I mentioned entrepreneurship. Maybe for some of you, you are now becoming your own entrepreneurship boss, being your own boss. You're looking for ways to bring in some sort of sustainable income that is going to be long-term for you. You are just taking a leap of faith. I like that. You know, also with this energy of the moon, it's also telling us at the same time to go with the ebb and flow, right? Don't pressure yourself. No extra stress. No more worrying like this Nine of Swords, worrying about, you know, how you're going to make ends meet, not worrying about where and how you can, you know, bring in some other extra sources of income, because the will is in you. So utilize this full moon, my water signs, to really tap in and to allow yourself to kind of be creative, to allow yourself to manifest your dreams, because that is what this full moon is about, manifesting your dreams so that you can fulfill your ideal dream, but not just continue to dream it. You want to be able to see it into your reality at this time. All right, so that is what I got. I hope it makes sense. We're going to close out with an angel message to see what your spirit guides want you to know, and I love this message here coming in from them. It says resilience is one of the strongest qualities you have. So here, your spirit team is confirming for you. You are strong, you are resilient, you have everything that you have within you. It has gotten you through so many trials and tribulations in the past. That's why I said there's been something that you've been dealing with in the past that you was able to rise above and to succeed, right? And it says now to lean on that inner tower of strength anytime that you need it. You've got this. Isn't that a positive message coming in from your spirit guides to let you know that you have it in you? You are resilient, and that you have what you need to take that leap of faith and to start, to jumpstart, to kick off whatever you need to do to see yourself, right? You are in the controller seat, so to speak, right? To be able to create and form the life that you want. And if your finances has been something that you've been looking to work on, well, during this period of time and even beyond that, you'll be able to achieve what it is that you are working toward. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope it was helpful. If it was, send some fire to that thumbs button to give me a like. If you want, you can come into the comment section and to give me your feedback. But at any time as well, if you feel like you want a little bit more of an extended reading behind this full moon, lunar eclipse, I am open for private sessions. The information will be linked in the description box. Until the next one, I'm wishing all of you a wonderful evening. Hang in there. You got this. Bye.